How's it going, everybody? This is BeatTheBush. Today I'm going to show you how to make a nutritious and healthy $1 meal. With the pandemic going on and people losing jobs left and right, you might have a need to make a really low-cost meal to still feed yourself. All this stuff that you see here, it's relatively low-cost ingredients. I routinely eat like this, maybe not all the way down to $1, maybe $1.50 or $2 or so. I purposely tailored all the ingredients here so that they're easy to buy. Today we're gonna make an oyakodon, but a little bit modified to be a little bit healthier. This video is brought to you by FlexiSpot. This is their sit and stand desk, and we all know that if you sit too long at a desk, it's slowly killing you. You need to stand up once in a while, and this allows you to do that. So that was relatively easy. I only need to screw on 12 bolts and 2 screws for this little control thing, and we're ready to go. Let's go up. Oh. Okay. Well, it'll definitely lift me. I'm about 135, 140 or so. How high can this go? I think I'm gonna, oh my gosh, I'm hitting the ceiling of this video. This is as high as it'll go. Now you feel a little bit sore in your thighs and your legs are getting a little numb. So you wanna stand up while you work. Going from sitting to standing took only a couple of seconds. If you guys are interested in this desk, check out my referral link down in the video description below. I have over here organic chicken breast. It's about 3.25 ounces. Let me prove it. I gotta tear this out over here. 0 ounce, and put that in there. 3.3 ounces. Since I'm cooking over here right in my living room on this FlexiSpot desk, by the way, this goes up and down like you saw in the little ad spot here. Interesting. Let me bring out my little portable butane stove here and my pan and some butane. This particular stove is pretty neat. No little lever locking mechanism. You just kind of push it in and somehow it locks it into place. I've got some oil over here. First, we need 1/4 of an onion. These things goes for about 50 cents each. So 1/4 of an onion is only about 12 cents. You actually don't want that much onion anyway because it's just going to be too much onion in your oyakodon. Now in typical oyakodon, you might use mirin, sake, but when I saw those ingredients, they're actually quite expensive. 1 tablespoon of sake might run you about 20 cents or so. If you're eating for under $1, you cannot afford to put those things that's just for good flavor. You need low-cost items that fills you up and gives you good nutrition. I'll put this over here. I got some pre-washed cilantro over here. This is 69 cents per bunch, and I'm not using any of it at all, maybe 1/10 or less of this. So I'll call this about 7 cents. Just cut some of this up. This is mainly for garnishing towards the end. I have some brown beach mushroom over here. For this, I'm also only going to use a tiny little bit, only to give the thing a little bit of umami flavor. So if you kind of look at how much I'm taking here, maybe 1/8 of this only. Now we're going to chop up the mushrooms just into little bits and pieces, just so that it can infuse into the egg solution. I have the chicken breast over here, so I'm just going to cut them up into strips, maybe about 1/4 inch thick or so is good enough. Now let's get the chicken started. So I'm gonna turn this thing on. Add a little bit of oil. Now this is organic chicken. If you never tasted organic chicken before, I'd say give it a try. I know it's a little bit more expensive, but $2.49 a pound if you buy the whole chicken over here. It's not that much more. I got this organic chicken from Costco, and the first time I had it, I was like, oh my gosh, this tastes so good. I'm never gonna have any other kind of chicken again. So let's just give the chicken a little cook over here. You'll notice I didn't really add any kind of flavoring. I didn't season it at all because later on I'm gonna put the egg solution in here. I'm cooking this at medium-low heat, and if you want the chicken breast to be juicy, don't overcook it no matter what. You also want to cover it, so I'm gonna do this really quick. I got 1/4 cup of water over here, and I'm gonna put in 1 egg. The egg I'm using here is $2 per dozen, so each egg is only gonna cost you about 16.6 cents. 1 teaspoon of soy sauce. This will run you about 3 cents. Half a teaspoon of sugar. This will run you about half a cent. I'm gonna mix this up. We also want the onions to go in here. And also our mushrooms. It looks like the chicken breast is almost done. So I don't want to overcook the chicken breast, and I want to keep the moisture in it as much as possible. So now I'm going to put this solution of egg in here. And you want to cook this really low heat. I'm going to cover this. While this is going on, let me move it over here. This is my batch of steel cut oats. It costs $1.29 per pound. Each cup of this is 4.75 ounces. So each serving, you only need about a quarter cup of this. This rounds out to be 9.6 cents, and I'll show you how I make it personally. Basically, I use an Instapot. I put 2 cups of this stuff in the Instapot. 1, 2, and I just fill the water up to the line level 2 where it says cup. If you guys can see over here, all the way at the bottom it says 2. And then you just plug this in, close the pressure valve. So I'm just gonna push rice, and I'm gonna go low pressure. After 12 minutes is up, there's still a lot of pressure in here. So you just kind of wait another 15 minutes, and then you can open it up and all your rice is ready. Moving back to this thing, looks like it's almost done. Oh, yeah. It's done. Okay, so I got a quarter cup of that steel cut oat rice over here. You guys see this? Yeah, it smells really, really awesome. So I'm just gonna put it on top of this, put it on top of the rice. You just gotta put the cilantro right on top of it. The cilantro really isn't really for eating, it's just for the very nice aroma. It just makes a huge difference when you're eating this dish. And this is done. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna give this a little try just to make sure whatever I made, tastes reasonable. Yep, not overcooked. It kind of tastes like rice. This actually tastes better than what I eat normally because usually I don't get all fancy and put cilantro on it. A word about why I use steel cut oats instead is because there's a lot of fiber in the steel cut oats and it's actually really good for you. Although steel cut oats have a lot of starch in it, it has a lot of fiber, so you absorb it really, really slowly. This is why I don't eat rolled oats or quick oats, because when you eat that, it's just as bad for you as really, really close to like eating white rice. I know this video, it's not my typical finance video, but making $1 meals, this is gonna save you a lot of money. Don't forget to give me a like on this video, comment down below, let me know if you wanna see more of these cooking videos with $1 meals, because I make $1 meals all the time and I can show you a few more of these. And as always, don't forget to push that subscribe button and ring that bell icon. Thanks for watching.